You're watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
And one of the shittiest weeks ever is finally the fuck over. And we're here up all night here on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. And Lord have mercy, look at the chat. So Sean got here first. Hey, I made it on time for once. And going on down, Honor You 83 here. Sir Clifton hopping in to say pray for Master Mike. Thank you, Sir Clifton. I appreciate that. Bjorn Jorgensen want to know what's up, losers. Sean says just losering it up, usual. Yep, that's it. George Valentine, good to see you. Pop Actor Rick, good to see you, sir. Jeff's here. Moving on down, there's Jonezer. Jamie Sanders is here. Jamie, give us an update on Mike, please. And I guess that catches everybody up. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get Jonezer in the house and get this road on the show.
What's up, everybody? It's Jonezer, your favorite comic book guy. So let's do this!
I don't know,
my friend.
I don't know if you know this, Jonezer, but you know I was off all last week, not by my own choice, but because they shut down the CNC department for a week to reorganize.
I seen they shit can the old night shift.
Yeah, they shit can the night shift. No more night shift, but there was a lot of shit canning going on. There was a couple of guys on the day shift that got their asses shit canned so that a couple of the good guys from the night shift could move over to day shift.
Right. That's never a good sign when the company downsizes that drastically.
Well, I have a feeling that this company has done this in the past before they moved down here. Hey, Bill and Jonezer. Hey, Nightwing. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, sir. All right. And that's what my mother-in-law says. Let's do it. Okay. Once again, Rickster, that doesn't sound right. But okay, whatever you say, brother. But anyway, getting back to the funds and games at work. So we finally got my machine running at full speed. And when I got in Monday, it was ready for me to start running it at full speed. And so let me see if you can do this math properly, Joneser, because I went round and round with Dan, who is a production supervisor, about this. He's also the charge of our whole department. There are 8 hours in a workday, correct?
Correct.
The first half an hour is pretty much lost because you have to come in and crank the machine up. Nightwing with a $2 super chat. All right. We got you there, Nightwing. We'll get you taken care of. Bill Superpowers team, he says. Yes, sir. Thank you for the $2 super chat. What I'm going to do in the future, speaking of super chats, I'm going to have a video that I'll play every time somebody gives me a super chat with something cool in it. That's in the future. It's not going to be tonight, but we'll come up with something for you guys. As soon as the super chat hits, I'll play that video. But as you know, right above my head here somewhere, you will see a $sign hit with your super chat in it as well. That's when somebody joins the channel or becomes a new subscriber. This is a ching ching. Ching ching with a $sign when somebody sends me some money. Yeah, thanks. Rolando Flores, good to see you, sir. Anyway, so back to where I was headed. Machine's running at full speed. That means that, and it's also been sped up. I already knew that running just one table at a time, I was able to get pretty close to what I could get with 2 tables at a time in 8 hours. All right, but here we go. Do the math, Joneser. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, we got matching coffee cups, folks. But anyway, do the math, Joneser, because I know that you're a mathematician. There are 8 hours in a workday. The first half an hour is pretty much a loss because you got to get everything set up. You got to crank the machine, get it warmed up, blah, 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 get everything in situated. You're pretty much out that first half an hour. The last half an hour of the day is pretty much a shit show too, because now you got to shut the machine down. You got to clean your work area up. You got to clean the inside of the machine out. You got to dump the scrap bin. You got to put water in the coolant tank, blah, blah, blah. So that leaves you 7 good hours of work, right? One table, there's Super Chat. One table makes a half a box. 2 tables makes a whole box. It takes 30 minutes to do 1 table. See where I'm going here?
Following you so far. Not hard.
I've been told that I should be able to get 8 or 9 boxes a day.
Okay.
Do the math. You got 7 hours of true work time, maybe. And that's if you don't do anything except shove tables in and out of the machine. That means no downtime. None whatsoever. Every 30 minutes you can do 1 table.
Okay.
So that means you can do 1 box in an hour.
Okay.
I'm expected to do 8 or 9 boxes.
Well, you better have a couple good hours, or they better approve some overtime, allow a guy to show up 30 minutes early to set up his machine and give him an extra 30 minutes to tear it down.
I'm telling you, brother, 7 boxes a day is all you're going to get in 7 hours.
Is anybody else doing it?
Oh, here's the thing. I'm the only one keeping us in a job right now. Yeah, we got other machines doing other things in there, but if they lose the contract that my machine makes the parts for, everybody in the CNC department can go look for a job.
That doesn't really answer what I was asking, though. Are you the only one doing that? Is there no other machine doing what you're doing? So it's you. So you don't even have anyone to compare it to. So you can't say like, "Hey, I'm doing 2 more than Joseph in his department."
Dude, if the
You're an army of
machine can only make 1 table in 30 minutes at the speed that it's going, you can't make that machine run any faster than it's running. I don't care how fast I flux and do parts and run my ass off running circles around the machine. It's not going to make that machine make those parts any faster than 30 minutes a table. 2 tables
Well,
makes
you
1
guys,
box. That takes 1
you
hour.
guys are also a place where you have scrap for waste, and I think any manager worth his salt would know haste makes waste. I would rather a guy take his time and make something good than be in a hurry trying to make some impossible freaking standard and then just screw it all up.
Gojitron says we're dealing with management math, Bill. That's different from real math.
See, but I don't buy that because I am the manager where I'm at. And
Well,
like
I'm pretty sure that you don't give somebody an impossibility to try to do either.
no. If I
Hey,
ask
Denise.
anybody to do something, that means I did it already.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. Dan could run my machine, but I don't think he could run my machine any faster than I can, and I don't think he can run it as fast as I can because he hasn't done it in years. Good to see you, Denise. Glad you could show up. Yeah, so I don't know. Tip for losers. Okay, Rich. Here's a tip for losers. If you need to make money, go get a fucking job.
Yeah. That's a good tip.
If you want to
And
keep your
not at
fucking
Bill.
job, do your job and don't be gabbing away at somebody else's workstation instead of at your own.
And I guess don't be trying to get a job at Bill's place because they're trying to put the freaking fire to his feet.
Oh, they're fucking with me pretty bad, but I don't think it's gonna last because I'm not the only one that's telling him that what he's thinking is impossible. And I'm sure that once he sits down and thinks about this shit, he will realize, look, I'm out of my fucking mind. What was I even fucking thinking?
Well, here's the other part of this problem, and Dan's your supervisor that's asking this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's his supervisor?
Oh, I guess that would be
That's-
Mike Flurry, the plant manager.
That's most likely where it's coming from.
Well, I think it's
repeating
coming
the
from
nonsense
even
that he
higher up the chain than that, but I don't know. We'll see.
Probably.
Because there ain't but
You
one
ever
other
heard the
person higher than
expression,
him.
Bill, you ever heard the expression "shit rolls downhill"?
Oh yeah, I do. And those of us sit at the bottom of the hill catch all of it after it rolls through everything. A perfect example of that. A perfect example of that is that Sergeant Major is strolling through the grounds there, and he finds a cigarette butt on the ground. So Sergeant Major goes and finds First Sergeant. He chews his ass out. First Sergeant goes finds Platoon Sergeant. He chews his ass out. Platoon Sergeant finds a private, and the next thing you know, the private's out there picking up cigarette butts all over the compound.
Yep. While the general walked by smoking his and threw it right on the floor where the private was bent down picking them up.
More than likely, I've seen that happen too. I hate when I got to listen to a snotty 20-year-old telling me what to do at the workplace, says Rickster. OBS says, when I worked the line.
I ended up.
Go ahead.
Oh no, finish her comment.
All right, when I worked the line, the manager would come by and turn the time down a second or two all day. Anything got messed up and you had to stop the line, they'd make it go faster. Ooh, God.
No, what I was gonna say is I had to navigate what Rick was saying because everybody I supervise is older than me. I ended up the young guy in charge pretty early on, and that's tough to try to supervise people that are 20, 30 years older than you, and it's even tougher when some of them are your uncles or you're related to. I had to supervise my own family.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't fun.
Wasn't fun at all. Loads and loads and loads of fun. All right, folks. Enough about me grousing about my shitty work week. That's the Gojatron here. Some managers give the experienced people impossible tasks, hoping the employee will figure out a solution that they can't. Well, unfortunately, I can't figure out a solution to make the machine make more parts in the time that it makes the parts in. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give a shout out to a shift lead today. One of my shift leads, he said, I can't stand it no more. And he came over there and he gave me a hand from 8 o'clock all the way until closing time with the machine. Machine ran constantly all day long today. And tables got shoved in and out of the machine. There was somebody there fluxing and reaming. And I was there doing the same thing as well as loading and unloading tables. When I went to lunch, he stayed and worked the machine. And when I got back, he went to lunch, blah, blah, blah. We kept that machine going all day long. We made 6.5 boxes.
Almost what he wanted, right?
Well, if we could do 7, that would be a miracle. That would be the most perfect day that there ever was, to get 7 boxes in 7 hours. And yes, there is that 30-minute lead time, that 30-minute downtime, but there's little seconds that tick by, and there's little minutes that tick by all day long, shoving in and out of a table. The table doesn't magically just swap itself in a split second. It has to be rolled in. The machine has to be cleaned a little bit before you put that table in there, cause otherwise you're gonna put it on chips and stuff. Sounds like you work at Spacely Rockets. Yeah, there you go, Gojatron.
I got a kick out of that. Jetson, you're fired.
Jetson,
No,
you're
Jetson, we're gonna make
retired.
you vice president.
I fired my
popular
dad
with
when he
the
asked for his first paycheck. You're a shithole, Rickster. I see that now. Firing your own dad.
Hey, if he couldn't do it, and he couldn't do it. But I
Well,
always found watching the Jetsons, George Jetson lived in perpetual loop where he was constantly shooting for vice president and then getting fired and then achieving vice presidency. And then by the next episode, for whatever reason, he would still want it, like he didn't have it yet.
he was right back where he started again. Well, that's the way it was back in the old days, folks. No matter what happened on the show, there was never any character development. I always ended up right back like it was before. I liked it like that, damn it. It was the same way in the comics, dude.
You keep this up, Bill, and we'll make you vice president. Bill, you're fired.
Oh. How am I going to pay for all this shit? I'm fired. All right, let's.
I'm sure Elroy Mosley will have an idea.
Let's have some fun for a change. Where is it at? I had it down here. Feature presentation. Did it get? Is it here? I think it's here. Ah, found it. I don't know if you can hear this or not, Jonezer. I hope you guys can hear it there. And let me know if it's
the accidents in this film are real-life situations, executed by trained stunt professionals. None of them are safe to repeat.
Yeah. Oh.
This is a film about one of the most important safety issues in industry, lift truck safety. We're starting here with an ambulance, not because many lift truck accidents start here, but because so many end here. Lift trucks are safe pieces of equipment. They are well designed and well built. But every day, lift truck operators are injuring themselves and their co-workers by ignoring some of the basic principles of safe practice. Operating a lift truck may look easy. It might even feel easy once you get good at it. And that's exactly why it can be dangerous. The challenge is to never let your concentration slip, not even for a moment. When concentration slips, mistakes happen. Let's take a look at some, but by no means all, of the most common mistakes. We call them...
All right, we're going to look at some mistakes, and these are the 7 deadly sins of this. Now, I will warn you guys that I'm probably going to have to do some jiggery pokery with the replay on this, so you guys are here for this in its entirety, because there is some copyright music in this thing, but I don't give a damn. This is probably the most horrific video that I've ever watched on forklift safety. One of the first things that I noticed in this before we really get started here is every one of these sumbitches are driving these forklifts at breakneck fucking speeds. We're not allowed to drive our forklifts like that at work.
No. I'm a certified forklift operator, and I have been for probably almost 20 years. And no, you don't go at top speed. In fact, our guys that are really seasoned and skilled, they go a little faster than I like, but even they don't go top speed.
Well, you watch some of the bullshit in this fucking video. This is I swear to God, when I saw a clip of this, and I said to and you guys may have seen it over there in the members chat over there on IG. I said, I got to have this video. Well, that's what I did. I went and found the damn full entirety of the video. Yeah, Susudio says it's not even as easy as people think. I think I've seen some of these safety films. I drove for 20 years. I wonder if you've seen this one. This is probably the most horrific safety video that I've seen in quite some time here, Joneser. And some of the shit that happened in this, I could see it happening for real. Bjorn never completed forklift certification. Oh, it's pretty easy. I went to the community college and sat for an hour video that wasn't as nice as this one by any means. And then I went out and got on a brand new Toyota lift truck. And we weren't allowed to even touch the gas pedal. Our foot had to stay on the brake. And we went and picked up a load and took it across the shop and set it on top of another pallet with a load on it. And forklift license, you're good to go.
My training 20 years ago was much simpler than that. Basically, I was the new guy and I was at the end of the line stacking. The boss had to come move the forklift because I wasn't certified, and he got tired of doing it. So eventually he just looked at me and said, "That thing ain't going to move itself, boy."
In other words, there you go. Didn't even give you real forklift license. Forklift license was him saying you drive the damn forklift. Never had touched one in your life, but you had to figure it all out right there on the fucking spot.
Yep.
Yeah, no better training than throwing you in and saying sink or swim, right?
Sat on it. I looked at the 3 levers. I pulled all 3 levers to see what they did. Figured out which one the gas, which one the brake is, and which one's the go forward and the go backward. Off we go.
Johnny Soren said now's the time to admit that we all started with no license. But I learned from a good teacher and got a proper license, and the company paid for that later.
Same.
Gochi's certified on forklift and hoist. State requires you to be licensed in both because they want the fees from the licensing. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, it's a different world in my company now, but when I first started there, we were barbarians.
Yeah. Studio was certified for 15 years and drove all those different ones, even a Caterpillar 6000. Honor You 83 works in a factory, but in the icy tundra that is the office, I see Olaf, penguins, and polar bears often. Manic Plastic, hey guys, good to see you, Mike. Gochi is licensed in Kaijuology as well. That's correct there, Johnny. All right, let's get the video back rolling again so you can watch some of these horrors that can occur to you if you're an asshole or stupid.
The 7 deadly sins, because they're the cause of so many accidents.
I love how this ambulance is rushing throughout the whole damn video. You'll finally find out what it's coming for towards the end. And I'm telling you what, we may have to back that up and re-show that a couple of times so that it can sink in on people, because that is, I'm telling you guys, don't leave. Because if you leave, you're going to miss out on all the fun here. Rickster says, I always wanted to pick up a beer can with a forklift. You know, you can pick up a dime with a forklift as well.
I can do it.
Certified with a stand-up forklift and a tugger. Okay. Missed the beginning. Well, that's okay, Susudio. You ain't missed anything yet. Now watch this butthole.
Jesus.
Here, an operator is taking a load from one elevated point to another. It's only a short journey, and there are a lot more loads to go. Why bother lowering the forks? It's quicker this way. Why? Because an elevated load raises the center of gravity on a truck. And a higher center of gravity makes the truck much less stable, especially when turning.
Now, this is horrible. But this ain't as horrible as it gets, but this is pretty fucking horrible. Ouchie. Have you ever seen that happen, Jonezer?
I've not seen one tip because we don't let anybody stupid drive it.
Lower the damn forks, fool. Coach.
Right. That was the first thing I said.
I like them top heavy, says Sean. Yeah, but we're talking about forklifts here, not bitches. Oops, did I say that out loud? Sorry, folks. It's late night after all. You are my dream girl, Susudio, says Rickster. All right, guys, here we go.
Rickster, I can prove it. I'll send video. I can pick up.
Deadly sin number 1. Don't drive with an elevated load.
Here's another thing to think about. On each one of these, we're on number 1 here. We got 7 of these. Think about the operator. Is he A, going to the hospital? Is he B, rode up? Or C, is he fired? Or D, is he dead?
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about the hospital or being fired.
You never drive with a load higher than 4 inches off the ground, you assholes.
Right.
We had to drive on uneven ground all the damn time. You learn real fast how not to tip the fuck over. Yeah. And I love some of the stopping in these. Just watch this. I swear to God, all of these motherfuckers must have been stuntmen or something that played in this video.
Tip over while cornering may well be the most common of all lift truck accidents.
Is it really?
I didn't hear what it said.
Is tip over accidents are the most common of all forklift accidents? Is it really?
I would assume that or going off the freaking end of the dock because you're not paying attention to where the dock ends.
Well, first of all, I think this motherfucker's driving his forklift at far too high speed.
Especially for the load raised and doing donuts. Yeah, I'd agree.
Well, it looked like he meant to tip that forklift over, which he probably did because this is a video after all, but it wasn't disguised very well. The kayfabe was broken at that point, I think. But I don't know. Once again, just my thoughts, but I think that this is a shitty training video because it's teaching people to drive their forklifts at far too high speed, and that should have been addressed at some point in this, but it never was. Moving along. They're going to teach you how to survive this, Jonezer, so watch carefully. I wish you could hear it.
Steering wheel, plant feet, have seatbelt on.
Yeah, I wish you could. He has to hear what my mic tells him, and my mic is not picking this up, but I am presenting it to you guys, I think.
I can hear some of it. It's just really
Just
quiet.
happen when the
If I
truck is
turn
loaded
my
and the
computer
forks are
up, I
raised.
hear it more, but then
In
we
fact,
don't go more.
75% of tips occur when unladen trucks corner too fast. If you do find your truck tipping over, you must know what to do. Stay inside the confines of the truck. Brace yourself by grabbing the steering wheel and planting your feet firmly on the floor panel. And lean away from the fall. That's the only safe thing to do. Never try to escape in the direction the truck is tipping. If you do, the overhead guard can crush you against the floor.
Yeah, ours won't go past 5 miles an hour either, Goji.
Jones, be prepared. Watch very carefully what happens to the fool. He tried to escape the forklift on the wrong side.
He stayed in it.
Oh,
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, he's like pushing daisies now. He's deader in hell. I believe
you stay inside, you grip the steering wheel, and you plant your feet, and you stay in that roll cage.
You're going to get hurt, but you might survive. But if you try to do what this fool did, you're going to be deader in hell. And they have a name for this, Joneser. You know what this is called?
Dipshit.
No, but I'll let the video play and then we'll talk about it.
This is common enough to have earned its own name among safety professionals. It's called the mousetrap. You can see.
The
It's
mouse
called
trap.
the mousetrap.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, that ruined this weekend.
That truck weighs what? Anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 pounds. Like you're done.
Oh, man. So we've already had our first gruesome accident here.
When the operator stayed within the truck and braced himself, he survived. He's alive and he's lucky. Head, neck and spine injuries are not uncommon when a lift truck tips over. But when he tried to escape in the direction the truck was tipping, he was not so lucky. Often, accidents can be traced back to poor maintenance, improper training, or failure to inspect the truck before every shift.
Road
An
doesn't
inspection
even
is a
live.
thorough procedure that varies depending on the type of truck and attachments. It includes checking the masts, chains, and hydraulics, the tires, gas connectors, and a check for leaks under the truck.
I'm sure you do all of this shit before you drive your forklift, don't you, Jonezer?
We do have a list. We have a safety checklist, and our safety director is a bit of a Nazi about it. If you don't have it filled out or at least pen whipped on the back of your forklift, he will get after you. And as a supervisor, I'm supposed to go around and harass all the drivers. Hey, did you do your checklist? Did you do your checklist? Hey, just fill out your checklist. Did you do your checklist?
You know what kind of checklist we have at our work, right?
That thing ain't gonna move itself.
Pretty much. That's the checklist we got. Get on the goddamn thing and start forking, motherfucker. I leak.
Well, and I mean, honestly, a safety check before you drive the vehicle is smart, but if there's something wrong with it, you're gonna know that within the second you get on it, just like Johnny found out from the comments here. Someone should have tagged out his lift, threw him into a wall.
Our forklift is similar to this Caterpillar forklift. It's not as big, but it is a propane-powered forklift. The studio says that she only drove electric forklifts.
Both.
Yeah. Did Johnny drove into a wall. That had to hurt. Ow. Gojitron says, fatality. Forklift wins.
Forklift always wins.
We'll have to slog through this little bit of video here as we watch this man inspect.
It also includes a look inside the truck to check oil levels and battery connections,
I'll tell you what,
or battery levels, connectors, and other electrical components in an electric truck.
Even when you're doing some of these safety checks or regular maintenance, you can be in danger. Like you got to put water in the battery.
You'll also need to check the seat adjustment and overhead guard.
And when he disconnected the hose or whatnot,
the lights,
with plugging in, the water came up, splashed his
and brakes
right in the eyes. You know, and he had all that battery.
And ensure that the masts and hydraulics are working properly.
Blinded. And luckily,
we're not showing you the complete truck inspection here, but the rule of thumb is simple. Expect the worst and rule it out.
Okay,
but just because you've inspected your truck doesn't mean that you won't have an accident.
Yeah.
Most accidents are due not to an equipment fault, but to operator error.
Yeah, most accidents, I would say, are operator error.
Absolutely. Sometimes act of God, though.
Yeah.
This load of pipes is properly secured with metal bands. This partial load isn't. There are no bands securing it. That's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, flying in there, too.
The operator thinks the load just might be balanced enough. And besides, he's saving time by not having to restack and secure it. He might even get away with it, in a perfect world.
Fuck no, Mario, don't move that pipe. Luckily, we have a maintenance guy that services all the powered equipment and don't have to mess with the batteries. Dude, that forklift at work, half the time the battery's dead on it. We got a battery charger. You got to put the battery charger on it. If the tank's empty on the back, you got to get it off. Get around there to the cage, get you another tank and stick on it. I mean, if you're driving that forklift, you're responsible for making it move too.
We usually, our drivers have their own forklift, so they do the daily maintenance and charging and the changing of the water and all that for their own unit that they're responsible for.
Yeah. And if you fuck it up, that's your ass.
Well, you talk to the maintenance guy, he can help you out. We just had the forklift doctor there Friday fixing one of our broke down ones.
All right, let's see what happens to this load of ceramic pipe here. Rode up or fired?
Yeah. That's tough. At least rode up.
Yeah.
Most likely fired.
Depending upon how long you've been working there and what kind of worker you are.
Right.
Well, Duffman's Dioramas has joined us today. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. If you haven't checked out Duffman's channel, late at night, he likes to build dioramas for toys. And it's fun to watch him. George Valentine says his ass is canned. Talking about Forklift Boy. Forklift Boy, the pipes are the pipes are falling. All right, LBS is singing. Fired, says Duffman's Diorama. He's fired. What pipe was he smoking? If he blatantly violated policy, terminated. All right. Well, they don't tell us whether he got fired or not. They just showed us that he busted all them pipes.
But it isn't a perfect world, is it?
No. No, it's not. Here comes the ambulance. The amber lamp is on its way, folks. I don't know who it's coming for, but it's coming for somebody, but it wasn't the one who got mouse trapped. See, we had 2 paid weeks off one time when a metal platform nearly severed my finger. Ow!
Jesus.
Don't drive with an unstable load. Take the time to secure the load before moving off. Sometimes you'll get lucky.
Thank you, Bjorn, for putting that link out there so you guys can go check out Duffman's Dioramas when you get a chance. All right, so I guess number 2 wasn't nearly as deadly there as number 1, but I think he got fired. That's what I think.
Just sub Duff Man myself.
The mousetrap guy is still on the floor as we speak. Thank you for subbing to Duffman. I appreciate you guys for showing him a little bit of love. He's a good friend of mine, and I appreciate you guys doing that. And he also sells the stuff that he makes on eBay, and I don't know if he has any other way of selling that stuff, but I do know he does sell the stuff. Tell us about it there in the chat there, Duffman, and get these guys up to speed as I continue this foray into deadly sins of forklift driving. Let's see what this next one is.
And avoid an accident. Maybe just have a close call. But close calls are no cause for celebration. This operator is backing around a blind corner. He got away with it this time. But how many times would he be so...
Now look, he's sitting there flipping him off, and the other one is sitting there telling him, you better look where you're going and all that shit. Who's at fault at this, Jones? I don't even think you saw that.
I did, and I was typing the Duff Man.
There you go. Nightwing with some love here says, I will get a hold to you as soon as I'm looking for some dioramas myself. There you go. I don't hear any horn beeps and sound. I didn't hear any either, Gojatron. Duffman will.
The guy didn't sound the horn going around a blind corner. Is that what I missed?
That and a pretty close call here. Let me back it up just slightly here and let you watch that one more time. The guy in orange is at fault, says Nightwing. All right, so we'll see.
This operator is backing around a blind corner.
Yeah,
He got away with it this
Absolutely, the guy in orange is. But watch what this guy does. He's a butthole. I'd get off that forklift and beat his ass.
time. But how many times would he be so lucky?
Now, he's telling the other guy he should have watched where he was going, and he's the one backing out at full speed. Didn't even turn his head.
I've actually seen this happen a couple times, and people tend to get on one of those and think it get out of my way. It's not get out of the way, not make way, not be safe. It's get out of my way. They think as soon as they're on that, everybody needs to watch for them. And that's just not how it works.
Nope, it ain't. This one here is not so bad, but they're going to show you what happens. It's a little pyramid that they're going to show you about close calls here.
Every industry or company, you could construct an accident ratio triangle like this one. As an example, it might show that for every, say, 200 close calls, or accidents without injuries, there might be 10 incidents that lead to minor injuries. And for every 10 minor injuries, there could be one serious accident, leading to a major injury or fatality. This
Like
is
a mousetrap.
just one example of an accident ratio triangle. The numbers are different for every industry or company, but the message is simple. Each close call takes you that one step closer to a serious accident. Take close calls as clear warnings and as reminders to concentrate. This mixed load...
All right, so pay attention to what this idiot is fixing to do here with this mixed load. One of them is a secured load, but he's got like, what, 6 unsecured boxes on top of this load, and he's fixing to go down a ramp, Jonezer. Now, as a seasoned forklift driver, before I even show this, what would you do?
First up, I'd have the load tilted a little bit and I would back down.
Bingo. All right, let's watch what happens when you don't do this properly.
Balanced. The bottom crate is heavy and well secured, but the boxes on top are not. Even if it is secured, it's not safe if you travel down a ramp with the loaded forks downhill.
First off,
Did you see those back wheels come up when he slammed them brakes on?
yeah.
Yeah, Duffman, you should never drive that forklift forward with any load down a ramp. Good grief, even if it is an unsecured load. Strap the package on top. Well, yeah, you could strap it down, but you still back down the fucking ramp, I would think. And I'm not a seasoned forklift driver, although I'm certified. Moving right along here.
He did that all kinds of wrong. You gotta see where you're going.
Even guys who don't have forklift driving can see this is messed up. Cool to know. Good to see you, man. Glad you showed up, man. He says, when the crash dummy got crushed, someone in the class shouted, you can learn a lot from a dummy. 1995 air compressor factory. There you go, brother. The counterweight's in the back of the forklift. He was going too fast, slamming them brakes. Yeah, his back wheels actually made air if you watch that. All right. Rode up or fired?
Oh, dude, I'd fire him.
Me too. He's
If
dangerous.
nothing else, if he's not rode up and fired, he's absolutely getting his forklift certification. We're pulling him.
Yeah, I mean, I would
won't
say
drive that
fired.
truck
This guy's a danger.
Yeah, he won't drive that truck again. Not for us.
Even without stopping, the weight can tilt and jump the thing. The wheels are no longer on the ground. Yeah, fired, says he agrees with me. Right. What the fork is wrong with him? There you go, man. Never go full fork tar. All right, fired. He would do crap like that again. Absolutely. What is the old saying? You can't change the spots on a leopard.
No, and this job ain't for everybody. You gotta have a safety mind. You gotta be efficient. You gotta have patience. You gotta have skill. You can't just be anybody and get on one of these things. I don't care what video you watched or what you did.
Here comes the ambulance. I can't wait to see what this ambulance is coming for, but we ain't got it there yet.
Now that's going to cost his company a lot of money, and it comes straight off bottom line profits. Remember, on ramps, loaded forks go uphill and empty forks go downhill. So back down slowly and carefully when carrying a load. Here, the operator is carrying a heavy load that obscures his vision. He should be traveling backwards.
And he also should be traveling at a much slower speed.
Yep.
All right, now here comes Susie, the secretary / coffee girl here with her coffee and shit from the break room on a little tray. Excuse me, this is not coffee. This is England. I forgot. This is in London, so this is tea. It's tea time, folks.
I could tell by the accents.
It's coming out of his check, says Nightwing. Women getting some men some coffee, the good old day. There's women in the chat, Rickster. You're going to get got, dude. Quit it.
To make matters worse, this blind corner is also used as an unauthorized shortcut to the coffee machine outside the mall.
An unauthorized shortcut. Do y'all have some unauthorized shortcuts from the break room where you work?
We don't allow any beverages or food on the floor, so she wouldn't be heading anywhere with that.
Oh, I can't put your comment up, Susudio. So sorry.
Pedestrian area. This one isn't only the operator's fault, but it is his responsibility.
Okay, this isn't the operator's fault entirely, but it is his responsibility. Do you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. You have to assume everybody. I always tell people when I train on the forklift, you have to assume everybody around you is stupid, and they're going to just run in front of you, and you just got to keep them alive.
Well, I think the rule of thumb where I work at is pedestrians have the right of way, so you stop the forklift until the motherfucker gets out of your way. Even if they said, oh, come on, you're like, no, motherfucker, you get your ass out of my goddamn way before I move. Is that kind of way it is?
I'll tell you what, I saved a lady in a situation like this. We have these freezers, and there's these flaps in the freezer. The driver can't see through the flaps. And one of these gals was standing in front of the freezer flaps talking to her little girlfriend, waiting for the driver to come out and for the line to get set up. And I seen it coming. And so I ran over and I grabbed her and I yanked her out of the way. And then the forklift go by. At first, she was kind of upset with me because she didn't know what I was grabbing her for. And then as soon as she got saved and that lift went by her and she realized what had happened, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, like, you could have died, bitch. I just saved your life.
Right, because he hit the horn, but by the time he hit the horn, he was already coming through. And it's like, yeah, I was like, do not stand in front of these. They can't see you.
Half by day was stopping for morons, says Johnny Sorensen. Rickster, you be nice to Jeff. As we move along. Can't beat stupid. You certainly can't, but you can beat it.
He's the one with a loaded weapon.
Die, bitch.
Yeah, that's not good. Depending on what those barrels weigh or what's in them.
Let's see. It's meant that what we call the office personnel because they're upstairs sitting on chairs in the carpeted floors. Bill, you have a dirty mind. Yeah, what's your point? He sent you some coffee in the chat. This is a great night show. Thank you, sir. Don't weep for the stupid. You'll be crying all day. Oh! When we get flying cars, will we have flying forklifts?
Probably.
Stupid is forever. What a waste of coffee. Yes, sir. It's Blue Sasquatch. Those barrels might turn her into a mutant Avenger of some sort, perhaps, but I don't think so. Ouch.
Blind corners are always danger spots. Know your...
Fired or rode up or go to jail.
I blame them both, but at the end of the day, the driver would have been backing up. He would have seen her sooner.
Duffy says he worked at
never been there in the first place.
Right. Duffy says he worked at a company for 2 weeks, and they had a guy driving the forks that was narcoleptic, and he fell asleep.
Oh my God!
And drove right through the shipping office. Well, he shouldn't have been on a forklift in the first place if he had narcolepsy and they knew it.
Now, that's just negligent.
Yeah, that's screwed up. I've heard of some screwed up crap. Terminated, says Nightwing. Yeah, just a thought. Another one to think about. Some of these people could be going to jail for some of the shit that they pull in this shit, I think. I don't know about this guy. I think he's fired for sure. He should have been backing up, and he should have been going at a much slower rate of speed. And poor woman. He got written up for the manager that was waiting for his coffee. Oh my God! All right. Almost hit me. How horrible! Who would have seen that coming? Not them, apparently. Can you hide that disease? Says Rickster. Why were the barrels not strapped? Well, they were an unsecured load, and he could have carried those safely had he been at a slower rate of speed and backing up through that place where he knew people were unauthorized, using it as a shortcut. The narcoleptic was a DEI hire. Either forklift driver or pilot. Yeah, okay.
And proceed with caution.
The ambulance isn't coming for her, folks. It only gets better from here on out.
Beware of trouble spots like blind corners. Slow down and proceed with caution. And don't tolerate people taking shortcuts outside the designated pedestrian areas. It's down.
How can you guys drink coffee while watching this? Let me show you how, Rick. And when you're out of coffee, reach over to the coffee maker. You stick ye old K-cuppy in there, and you make yourself another cup, and you continue watching this video.
See, Bill's got a leg up on me on that one. I need to go upstairs, make more for me.
He was DEI fired after that. There you go, Duffy. And George needs some more coffee. You got him going there, Rickster. We all need more coffee. No shit, Sherlock. There we go.
Down to all of us to enforce safe practices. One of the most dangerous areas of all for lift trucks is the loading dock. There's so much that can go wrong here.
Can you imagine what can go wrong at the loading dock with a forklift? Oh my word. Heartless people. That poor woman is suffering and you're sipping coffee. Oh, I'm fixing to sip some more coffee in just a second.
Same.
And it's not all down to the lift truck operator.
You can say that lorry driver, hurry up,
requires
I got a schedule to keep. Get the goddamn forklift, get my load, get the load.
Yeah. Would be the first driver I told you.
Had you been this forklift driver, would you tell the trucker, fuck you, man, I'm going to load your truck, but you're going to wait till I get it loaded, right?
Oh, I've had to do it. Tell them, you know what, I'll do this in my time, not yours. I waited for you, now you can wait for me. That's what I told one of them.
Oh, here goes Johnny. I had 2 Irish coffees before the show, and now I'm ready for forklift burnout. Stand clear, folks. We had dock locks once, and I locked them in, and they couldn't pull off. There you go. Wait, is that the same guy from earlier? I don't know. I guess he kept his job. All right. Coffee flavors at IHOP and Kroger. All right. Thanks for the tip there, Susudio. I'll stick with my Folgers. It's pretty cheap.
I'm doing the McDonald's coffee right now. Colombian.
This lorry driver thinks he's all loaded and ready to go. But nobody told the operator.
Dun, dun, dun. He thinks he's loaded and ready to go, but nobody told the forklift driver, Jonezer.
Oh, this has happened.
Thinks there's a lorry out there, and his load completely obscures his vision. This is a recipe for disaster.
Oh. Done.
But he braced himself properly, so he did survive the fall. Although I'm pretty sure that that's an injury there.
Hand looks pinned.
You're my present, Bill. Thank you. Wait. Haul ass and pray. All right. He's about to catch some big hair. Whee!
Cue the hazard music. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Yeah, yeah. Oh, replay that 10 times. Oh my God, yeah. It's the guy from the mousetrap earlier. Well, I guess he actually survived. That was Jinx. Okay, there you go, guys. All right.
What do you think we're watching? Forklift snuff films here? Like, come on.
Oh, it's better. Oh, replay, Bill. Yeah. Replay. All right, so we got where are we at? Here we go. Right there. All right. He's like the Terminator, that employee.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Replay. All right. Directed by Michael Bay. Yeah, I like that, Sean. Propane is no joke, kids. All right, so we've been requested for a replay here, so let's replay this in its entirety.
Oh, boy.
Taste the meat, not the heat. That ambulance is not coming for him, folks. You'll see in a minute. Let's see. Go back further when he goes, wee. I sell propane and propane accessories. Just good old boys. Never meaning no harm. Been all they ever saw been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. I want to see him sail off. I'm dying here. All right. Let me see if I can get him back to the point where he sails off. There we go. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Loading and unloading lorries requires concentration and communication.
What's up, Mega Demon? We're fixing to watch a forklift catch air.
He's gonna Evel Knievel this.
This lorry driver thinks he's all loaded and ready to go. But nobody told the operator. He still thinks there's a lorry out there, and his load completely obscures his vision. This is a recipe for disaster.
Here we go. Are you ready? Let's see, this is Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane. I want to get an ambulance and a wrecker out to the old river road. Oh, ouch. He's faking it. Okay, Johnny, maybe he's not. More like the A-team, says Rickster. All right, let's move on. That great show. Thank you, there, Jeff. The music is great.
No, the music really
is going to
made
get
it.
us got. I'm hoping I'm getting it down to the smallest bits here, but yeah, we got some excellent music here. All of it copyrighted, but I like the blood pouring out of his head here. It almost looks like he bladed before he jumped off the ramp there.
He did his thing, man. They
got Michael Bay and John Williams for this video. It's Conan O'Brien okay.
Take extra care on loading docks. Concentrate, communicate, and always make sure your vision is clear. It's a long way to the site from here. It's only friendly to give your co-workers a lift. But are you really doing them any favors?
Passengers.
Oh, no.
This one is just plain stupid. Lift trucks are one-person machines. That's why there's only one seat. There is no safe.
All right, I got write-up slips for all three of these knuckleheads.
Yep.
And, and the forklift driver, he's going to go home for the rest of the day and not get paid. Sound reasonable?
Yeah, it's about right. Or at least he's going to get a firm talking to while everybody gets chewed out.
Oh, everybody's going to get some of this. Fired, says Duffman Styramas. Oh, Duffman has got no heart whatsoever for these knuckleheads. It's a party. Everybody aboard, morons. Oh, hell no. You're fired, says Susudio. Fired.
And I hate to say it, but I've seen this.
Did you see the look on that moron's face that was driving it? The one in the orange jumpsuit that looked like he just got out of prison.
Yeah, he knows he's in trouble now.
Oh, yeah. What do these foes think? They're at Six Flags. Nope. That stretcher isn't coming for them, folks.
Never carry passengers, ever. Operating a lift truck can be a repetitive task. You might be tempted to take shortcuts, but that's where...
Don't worry, Jonezer. The old man doesn't take the shortcuts. He's like you and I.
Concentration slips and accidents happen. This operator is stopping his truck and dismounting to get his work order.
This operator is stopping his truck and dismounting to get his work order because he is smart. And the reason that he's made it to the age that he is because of his smartness. What do you think there, Jonezer?
That's usually the case. You get the old seasoned vet. He may know a trick or two, but he also knows how to work efficiently and safely.
The Three Stooges are back, but with forklifts. Oh, no. You'll see who the stretcher's for here in just a second.
Common sense.
Common sense, yes, sir. Common sense.
But common sense isn't always as common as it should be.
No, it's not. Common sense isn't as common as it should be. As a matter of fact, common sense has gone out the window in today's world. And this is fixing to get rough, folks. If you have queasy stomachs, I suggest that you turn away now.
Yeah, I'm not full attention.
I'm probably going to have to replay this a couple of times. The music is getting very, very ominous, is it not, Jonezer?
Oh, something fixing to happen soon.
Oh, yes, it certainly is. The stretcher is for the boss in charge. It isn't for an office person, no.
This operator thinks stopping the truck and dismounting is a bit of a bore.
He's an idiot. Is this the same idiot that's been doing all the crap in this video?
Yes, I believe it is. He plays the moron for the video.
Boss level. Fired just by the music. Oh, he's worse than fired. Not only is he fired, but you just wait. Goji, wait for it. Yes, Goji, wait for it.
It's easier just to pass by and grab it on the move. But that puts his arm outside the confines of the truck and into serious danger.
Also going at too high a rate of speed to be doing shit like that in the first place, which is stupid in the first place. Continuing here. Yeah. Maybe he was sorry just the first time. Not fired, Duffman banished.
He might get away with it once, but even the slightest distraction could spell disaster.
Oh!
Let's give this guy a hand, or how about an arm?
Oh, that was exactly what I was hoping it would be. Just terrible.
Look at that! Look at that arm hanging down there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful, is it not? Ouch! I bet that hurted.
Probably a little bit. Yeah, we'll feel that in the morning.
Look at look at it sway. Ouch! Yeah.
Two aspirins is not going to help that.
No, it's not. Blood and guts here. Maybe he can play drums for Def. Oh, you're so mean, Studio. Lady left the tip of her finger on a paper sorter where I work. I've seen that happen at the pressing station. Somebody pressed their thumb in the presser. He won't be picking his nose for a while, at least not with that hand. Damn. Get that on.
Keep your limbs inside the confines of the truck. Don't fool around, no matter how repetitive a task may seem.
And there we see that arm just about ready to get severed. What do you think, Jonezer?
I've been there twice when somebody has lost a finger or a couple fingers, but I've never seen a whole arm go. So that was pretty cool.
We've lost Bjorn here. Good night, fellas. All right, good night, Bjorn. I know it's getting late for you. I don't know if you got to work tomorrow or whether I've run you off, but good night, Bjorn. Well, that's who the ambulance has been coming for this whole time.
Operating a lift truck is a serious business. It's a tough job because it demands 100% concentration 100% of the time. Not many jobs require that. The 7 deadly sins you've just seen are just some of the many ways you can injure yourself or your co-workers by letting that concentration slip, even for a moment. So the next time you operate a lift truck, remember, don't drive with an elevated load. Don't drive with an unstable load. On ramps, the load goes uphill. Take extra care in trouble spots, like blind corners. And especially on loading docks. Never carry passengers. And keep your limbs inside the confines of the truck. Remembering the 7 deadly sins won't guarantee that you stay accident-free, but it will go a long way to making sure you finish your shift in as good a condition as you started it. Safe practices are everyone's responsibility, so be careful out there.
All right,
Thank you, Caterpillar.
There we go. Don't lift a load over the limit on the fork you're on. The most tragic loss in the video was the coffee. Oh, ouch. Says, I like Salt. He's been with us this whole time. He's just been lurking. Hey, man, how's it going? Good to see you. If you guys enjoy this kind of crap and you like to see it every once in a while, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I need subscribers. I've got a second feature for us here, Jonesy. This one is a little more funny and not quite as horrific. So this is a little palate cleanser here. This is another forklift training video. It's a lot shorter, but it's a little funnier. I was sure you guys had seat belts. Yeah, we got seat belts too, but nobody cares if you use them or not. Do y'all have to put your seat belt on every time you drive a forklift?
No, I don't. We don't worry about that as much where we're at. A lot of things real slow going, and there's not a lot of traffic, so we're not worried about it as much.
All right. Well, we're gonna watch the second feature, which I think is a lot more fun here. It's not as horrific, but we had a good time on that one for sure. Look, be safe.
Warning: the following scenario can happen to anyone. No one is exempt, not even you. It's a nice warm day today. Time to get on the forklift and start work. Oh, better clock in. Might say Freddy. Oh, but Freddy's wearing his earphones.
Freddy's already fucking up by wearing those earphones.
Doesn't look like he's paying attention. What an airhead.
Look at this. No, who's an airhead? Freddy or this motherfucker?
Guess we're about to find out. I'm gonna go with both.
Oh.
What does that say? Boom clout. What's he watching on his phone? Warning, the following scenes may depict graphic situations involving coffee that you may know. All right, let's move in here right along. Let me refresh this real quick and get this going again. Oh, what's going to happen to Freddy?
Freaking Batman style.
Overacting much.
Safety is the #1 priority here at the Command Training Center. It's important to look where you're going, so as not to be hit by forklifts. That was a close one. Always look left and right when crossing forklift pathways. Don't come barreling out when carrying loads and coming to intersections. Always honk your horn, and make sure to look both left and right so as to be thorough.
Oh, he's not hearing anything. Oh, I fucked up on this one, did I not? Let me see. Second feature.
Volume
There we go. I got you fixed up there, Rickster.
Looking good, Freddy. When approaching busy sections of the Humanitarian Center, it's important to always give the right of way to pedestrians. Go ahead, Cody. And when transporting clothes, always look where you're going. Always.
And always march in unison, correct?
Absolutely.
Remember, left, then right. Go ahead.
Look both ways before crossing the street, children.
When you hear those horns, make sure you look. Doesn't matter what direction they're coming from, always look and be safe. Look and
I like that look on his face. Boy, he grinning, ain't he? Look and be safe.
Absolutely.
Oh, that voice. Now I wish I did not hear anything. Well, you asked for it. You got to watch what you asked for, Rick. You might just get it. We had to wear safety vests and glasses. Okay.
be safe.
You, be safe. Look, be safe.
Look, be safe. Sincerely, Rudy. Tip 1, honk if you're horny. Honk. Okay. That's another thing that we didn't even discuss in the first horrific video was I heard no horns ever in that one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think horns should be sounded when going through blind areas anyway. If you're going from like one section of the warehouse to the other and you're going through a door and you can't see what's on the other side of the door, you're supposed to honk that horn before you go across, right?
Absolutely.
Even if the
We had
horn
a
don't work, you got to
situation
go
where,
beep, beep or something. Damn.
We have a long corridor. We have a situation where a guy was going down the corridor and the safety director happened to been going by and he got after him. You didn't honk your horn, So that same driver, now and forever, when he goes down that long corridor, he honks the horn the whole way.
Yes,
So,
you can honk at the women with
like just obnoxiously.
well, following the rules, right?
You're never gonna have to tell him again.
Yeah. Can you honk at women on the forklift? Sure you can. You can have an excuse for it as well, right, Jonezer? Hey, I'd let her know I was there, right? So she wouldn't get hurted.
Right. Absolutely.
The end. All right. So we've reached the end of our forklift training videos for today. I hope you guys learned some lessons. And even seasoned forklift drivers like Jonezer might have got something out of watching these videos, right?
Yeah, I got the entertainment of watching the guy lose his hand.
I think that was the best part of the whole video, wasn't it?
That or the one going off the dock plate that exploded, that was kind of my favorite.
Yeah. The production values on that were superb, I have to say.
It was better than the forklift safety video I watched 100 times at my job.
Makes you want to get this video and show it at work, don't it?
It kind of does. If you do happen to have it, Bill, I wouldn't mind if you made that available to me so I can make that available.
Army matey, we might be able to cut out a deal there, sir. Give her me timbers. That one was my favorite. Wee, kaboom.
Yeah,
Boom.
that was hard to.
Boom. All right, folks, I got a brand new video to show you guys tonight, and I'm going to show it first. And now I will warn you, this is a work in progress. I probably will work on this a little bit more in the future. So you guys are getting a sneak peek at some of the shit that goes through this warped brain up here. But like I said, this is not a complete show, but it's a nice little video that I created. Forklift safety videos that we watch put us to sleep. Not my forklift safety videos, not one bit. Whip, whip, honk, honk, honk. And Rickster would take it as a compliment if you honked at me or rammed me over. Okay. So, all right, here's a little taste of the future here. I'm going to work on this video some, but I thought I'd give y'all a sneak peek.
I'm feeling like a thorn, unfazed by the lies, unshaken or rise, can't take me down. They talk but I don't care, living out in their minds. I'm the I'm a ghost in the night. I'm the endless fight. Can't make me go. I smile while they glare. I'm the shadow they see. I'm where they'll always be, but they'll never know. I don't give a damn what the haters think. I don't give a damn. I'm living on the brink. I don't give a damn. In the heads I stay. I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm here to stay. They try but they're lost. I'm a ghost in the night. I'm the endless fight. Can't make me go. I smile while they glare. I'm the shadow they see. I'm where they'll always be, but they'll never know. But they'll never know. I don't give a damn what the haters think. I don't give a damn. I'm living on the brink. I don't give a damn. In the heads I stay. I'm here to stay. Yeah, I'm here to stay.
And Jonezer's going to get some coffee, and I want to address a couple of things here. Susudio Mike Fee has returned to the hospital. He was trying to do the outpatient and be at home and then just go to the doctor every once in a while, but it didn't work out for him. So he is now in the hospital, and we don't know how long he's going to be there in the hospital. It's over his bone marrow transplant. It's not going as well as he thought. So yeah. Victor says, I'm going to go get some coffee too. And dance time. Yeah, I'm going to work on that a little bit more. I've got some extra things I want to add to that. I'm glad you guys liked the tune itself. That's directed at all those haters out there that are hate watching me right now. Thank you for the viewing hours. I appreciate that. Be sure to hit the dislike button on the way out so that YouTube will see that I'm getting interaction on this video. And that will be all because of you guys that hate me and watch me out of your hatred. I appreciate that. Jamie usually sends his packages to Studio anyway, but you know that he's his girlfriend, old lady, whatever. So yeah, he takes care of all that. But yeah, but he wanted you to have that stink ore. I've known about that ever since he asked for your address. I knew you wouldn't mind having that stink ore, so I sent that along to him. So yeah. Yeah. Anytime. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Make sure that you take care of me there. Mike is faithful when he says he's going to send something. That's correct. Correct. All right. While Jonezer's getting some coffee, we're going to play some more of our newer tunes that we've got. Plus, at the very start of that, because Nightwing is with us and he gave me a $2 super chat, his superpower song will be first in this next set. So let me get that set up real quick so you guys can watch it. And we'll have our next little set of music and fun here. So here we go, guys.
Flames are pouring from the buildings now. There's cars toppled, buildings entirely just crushed and crumbled. I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
faces. We'll build hands, creating places. Skeletons only reborn in paint. Toys telling tales with no restraint. Fantastic. Oh, adventures. Bill's world, surreal twist adventures. Old school love in plastic dreams. Toyland where nothing's as it seems. Action figures line walls. Build story echoing in halls. Legends past in new attire. Plastic gods on no platform. Action figures line walls. Build story echoing in halls. Legends cast in new attire. Plastic gods on altar Skeletor so bold, so cruel. Evil in shadows dark. Pick a rock and clash like fools. Power plays ignite the spark. Evil was it all. Skeletor dreams so grand. Plans to make He-Man fall. Villains got her own command. Battle for eternity reigns. Might and magic clashing kings. Who will rule? Who will win? When the chaos reigns within. Skeletor so bold, so cruel. Evil in shadows dark. Pick a back and clash like fools. Power plays ignite the spark. Evil wants it all. Evil wants it all. Spell it all. Wants it all. Evil wants it all. Skeletor treats the brand. Battle for eternity reigns. Might and magic clashing kings. Who will rule? Who will win? When the chaos reigns within. Skeletor seems so sly. Evil in with her own plan. kings. When the chaos weighs within. He ain't getting ready to the blue. Skeletor with plans for something new. Gotta wash away the dirt from the day. Evelyn and Tila got something to say. Grab that soap, start to ladder up now. Nobody's gonna go down on you. Water splashing as we sing this song. Staying fresh is where you belong. We won't go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that glow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Evelyn has got demands. Teal's watching, watch that cock. No more grime and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. Rub a dub, make the helmet gleam. If you want fun, you need to scheme. Shower time, it won't last long. Join the clean and sing along. We won't go down unless you're clean. Shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that glow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Down unless you're clean, shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. Go down unless you're clean, shiny bright like a hero's dream. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go. He-Man getting ready to super blue. Skeletor with plans for something new. Skills watch and wash that cock. No more grime and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. He-Man, Skeletor, let's go. He-Man, Skeletor, let's go. Evelyn has got demands. Tila's watching, wash that cock. No more grime and no more dirt. Clean you up, you big pervert. Rub a dub, make the helmet gleam. If you want fun, you need to scheme. Shower time, it won't last long. Join the clean and sing along. And sing along. Gotta scrub to earn that blow. He-Man and Skeletor, let's go.
All right, we had a little set of new music, plus we had special requests there from Nightwing. We also had a super chat from Sue Studio. It looked like a super sticker of a suitcase with a lot of stickers on it, is what it looked like to me. I'm pretty sure I know what she might want, but I would like to hear it from her chat there in the chat. So what do you think about the show so far, Jonezer? Did you like the new tune that I set up for tonight? I told you that that's a work in progress. I'm going to fix that video, make it look a little better, but I just couldn't help but to show it to you guys first.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So she wants a little stinkor. I think I can help her out there. Let me get down here in the set list here, and let's see what we can set up there for Sue Studio. I will say this, folks, as I get closer and closer toward my goal of 1,000 viewers, you will see less and less of the stuff that copyright strikes me until I get that set up. As soon as I start applying for that, I'm going to have to make sure that there aren't any strikes anywhere around. Just maybe a few, but we got to keep those at a minimum. As YouTube takes a look at me very, very closely. So I just wanted to throw that out. So there are going to be more Egg Drop Soup and Angie Baby. All right. I will add a couple of these into this. We'll save Angie Baby for last before we leave tonight. I'm not ready to leave yet. We still have a few more to go here. Let's set up a little bit of good stuff here. I'm gonna play a little set of comedy here for you guys. Nice little setup there. Some favorites in here and get that ready to go. What we got there, Joneser?
Yeah. I was just showing off my little jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, that was an interesting storyline, and it kind of meandered a little bit. But I remember when he first showed up, he was an idiot.
Right. And we got the old Scarlet Spider here.
Yeah, when I was producing the show earlier, Joneser was busy playing with these toys.
I'm just taking them out of their plastic prisons.
Oh, sweet figure, says Blue Sasquatch. There you go. And Rickster likes those Tim Burton movies. Yeah. All right, we're going to get ready for some comedy there, Jones. Are you ready for a few comedy bits from the ye old comedy bag there?
Sure.
Here we go. And a couple of these are for you, Studio, and then we'll come back and we'll see where we're going to go from there. Do real quick here. Honor You 83 says, I've been getting back into Batman and been trying to find most of the 66 figures. I have nothing but praise for Todd McFarlane for what he's produced, and he's done some figures I never thought would ever be released. But I have to say that if you want the Batman and Robin and Batgirl and the Joker that has the mustache and the whole bit, I got to go with Mattel. The Mattel figures that they produced a few years ago far outshine what McFarlane has done, especially in articulation. And yeah, Rickster says, because of you, Joneser, he's into Psycho toy makers.
That was a fun comic when they darkened him up a little bit, you know.
Yeah. What's Jeff saying here? I love the 66 line. I have them all from Mattel and McFarlane. I love both, but everyone is different. All right. What I always wanted, now I have a Batman that, let me grab him real quick there, Joneser.
Well, while Bill is getting his Batman, I will show him mine.
Now, I can't remember what company produced this. I want to say it was like NECA or somebody like that. But I've got this Batman, and I always wanted a Robin that was as cool as this Batman. And I really like this figure here. And he's a little taller than the others. But he's a true 1/12 scale, whereas the Mattel figures are a little shorter and the McFarlane figures are a little shorter. That is a NECA. Okay, thank you. And All Music Fan says he has that figure. Yeah, this is a great figure. Yeah. The only problem I have with him is you can see the joints on him. I have a Superman figure that you cannot see the joints in. It is Christopher Reeve Superman. And but this figure scales perfectly with them, and now of course I have the Linda Carter Wonder Woman with them for my old school Dream Justice League Trinity there. But this is a great figure. All right, so let's go ahead and play some of that comedy for us. There we go. Yeah, Superman going on a flyby. I can't wait for those new McFarlane figures to get to us. I've seen some YouTube channels out there who are getting them kind of early. Me and Goja Tron both are wondering where they're getting them from. Are you do you like that figure? Do you think he scales well with the rest of them, Joneser?
I enjoy that one. I actually really like it. I mean, I think he scales just fine with the rest of them. The only one that I'm looking at right now that looks bigger than him is Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
But Aquaman gotta use his muscles to swim, and Superman just gets to propel. So it makes sense in my mind that Aquaman would be a little buffer.
Those Sasquatch don't like Superman. period, or just that particular figure, Blue Sasquatch? We'll have to wait and see
I
what his
always enjoyed Superman. Was a fun character for me. He's difficult to write if you're somebody who's going to try to deal with the character, and when they put him into cartoon and film and things like that, it's really hard to kind of get around him, especially with the
I
way
would
the
say
comics
He-Man
are.
has pretty much the same problem. I mean, if you're the most powerful man in the universe, you win every time just by default, right?
Right, and I would say you'd put Skeletor and Lex Luthor under the same kind of problem, because most of the time the villain is overpowered and the hero has to fight from underneath. And with this, it's flipped. The hero is overpowered and the villain is fighting from underneath. Much like the Hulk. The Hulk had the same thing. The Hulk's overpowered and everybody fighting him is fighting from underneath. And because of the audience, we always tend to root for the underdogs. That's just how humans' nature is built. And so it is kind of tough.
Figurative speaking says we're buffering. According to Studio, I have an excellent connection, so I don't know why we're buffering. Nightwing said he did lose our signal. Huh?
Hopefully they heard at least some of that.
I hope so. I was getting ready to play some music and fun. I hope that doesn't buffer out. We'll see. And of course, I've watched these replays when these snafus happen to us, and they don't show the buffering on the replay. That's for sure. They are great, but they didn't give Mr. Freeze the freeze gun. They made I2 Preminger version one of the best. How can you have a Mr. Freeze without a freeze gun?
You know, that's just the stupidness on the toy maker's part. They're just like, we don't like money and we don't like helping the fans and we don't like doing the best figure we can do for the money because it's BS political reasons. So there you go.
And Nightwing took his Justice Lord Superman and turned him into a Jor-El. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
All right.
Now I wish I would have bought one.
Now you wish you would have bought one. There you go. Well, you can
Right.
you can still buy one. I think they're still available, as a matter of fact.
I've seen they're peg warm and hard at my Walmart. I can go get one.
If they're on clearance, get me one. I want to do the same thing. All right, let me go ahead and get this music and fun started, and you guys keep on chatting there, and we'll come back here in a few minutes and see where we go from there. But I think we're getting close there, Jonezer.
Sounds good to me.
Hi, Mr. White Christmas. I'm high on crack. I'm Mr. I see you. I'm Mr. Pain in his back. They call me crack addict. Whatever I touch, so to buy more drugs. It's never enough. He's Mr. White Christmas. He's high on crack. He's Mr. I see you. He's Mr. Pain in his back. They call me crack addict. Whatever I touch is sold to buy more drugs. It's never enough.
Oh, shit.
And we're back, and Duck should be playing, and that means that once again, when you're having fun, the time just flies right on by. And with the tunes you have, Evelyn doing what you expect her to be, wearing leather and spike bracelets at the studio. She's a bad girl. Sometimes the bad girls can be funner, right?
Oh yeah.
We enjoyed having everyone here. I hope you enjoyed our forklift training videos tonight, and I hope you enjoyed some of the newer music that we're playing now on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. More coming. Watch your bell notifications, because during the week I'm starting to drop some of these, and I'm hoping they will be evergreen, which means that you guys want to hear these tunes over and over again, and you setting your playlists up with them in it, so that every time you play them I get a view on my channel, and it keeps the hours rolling in. Richter says, for an hour with you guys I totally forgot I'm depressed. Well, thank you. I hope I helped out. Thank you for the music. There, says John. And John says he's going out of the States. I don't know where he's going out of the States to, but you be safe there, John. And you got anything going on over there on Motu Jonezer there, Jonesy? You got some live streams or something?
I don't know. I'm buried in work right now, so it's kind of hard to create content or do anything. I'm up to my eyeballs in Pokemon cards and comic books and toys that I've got to sort through, get into my shop, and start selling. So busy bee.
And Rick says thank you, and I mean it. Well, you're welcome, sir. And we will have a show tomorrow night, and we're going to have those memes of the week, which are, they're rolling in, Jonezer. And, of course, Jonesy's Comic Corner will be there as well. I can't wait to see what he's got cooked up for.
Yeah, that will be interesting. I can't wait to see what I got cooked up for us, too, because I haven't even begun.
Well, that's the way we work over here. It's all by the seat of our pants. And, I'm up to my eyeballs in work too, man. I came home today and I meant to come straight down here and start working on this show, but I just wasn't in the mood for it, man. When I got home, I was wore the crap out, and I had to recharge the batteries before I came down here and started working. And Jonesy can tell you, I was working on this show right up until the minute I started broadcasting.
I knew we were up against it when it was 20 minutes to go time. He don't even have a thumbnail yet. I'm like, man, we are up on it.
Yeah, well, sometimes it bees like that, folks. Well, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you all next time on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Have a good journey. And remember, keep on collecting and stay fantastic. Special thanks to the channel supporters. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like, subscribe, and share the video.